What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. And I'm not going to lie, I woke up this morning and I just had this strong sweepish feeling. You know what I mean? Like, I just had this strong feeling of like, we're sweeping NBA. Everything. DFS, prize picks. We're sweeping NHL again. And it's just going to be a fantastic day. All right. I love what we're looking at here, and we're going to go over kind of what the prop tool is loving so far, and kind of, make our choices early on in the day. As you know, information comes out, NBA, I mean, different news can come out, guys can be ruled out, and different guys are going to be popping. So pay attention to the tool. We do update as the information comes out, so you'll be able to see like who the best options are. Okay. Now, first guy that I'm going to start off with, immediately looking at the prop tool, you immediately see there's a player that the prop tool is really liking today, and that's Kyrie Irving for the top two props of the day. And you can see a few more under here. Like, we love Kyrie Irving today against the Pacers. Reason being, Pacers have been bottom in the league. Absolutely trash versus shooting guards this season. Okay? They're like giving up the second most points scored to shooting guards. They're giving up like the fifth most rebounds to shooting guard. And what is Kyrie? Starting shooting guard for this Dallas team. Fantastic matchup against the Pacers. I mean, it's just a great spot here. Okay. Now, Vegas is kind of even money right now. Okay. There's not leaning any type of way for Vegas right now. And as you can see with the player prop tool, if it is even money, I immediately will highlight because I like to highlight over like where the majority of the money is to give you an idea of where Vegas is leaning. That's all this is. This is not my pick. Okay, as you're about to see. The green, as you can see, the under is highlighted, even though it's even money, minus 115, minus 115. Reason being is because if it's even money, I like to just go under so people aren't really, we like all the boxes to be checked, okay? And if it's not in our favor as an over like we want, you know what I'm saying? Then I immediately am going to just have it under just to play it safe and make you realize, okay, not every box is checked. Like, we don't have Vegas on the over here, but he could end up on the over by the end of the day, and he should because this matchup is great for him. 29.5 points plus rebounds for Kyrie Irving. I love the over, okay? Yes, it's not highlighted here, but remember what the most important part is. 1.73 differential for Kyrie Irving's points plus rebounds. I have him projected slightly over 31 points plus rebounds today. That's a difference of 1.73. He has gone over 29.5 in 6 of his last 10. And this is an interesting thing too. He has had a prop line higher than this at closing in 8 of his last 10. That would tell us that this is probably going to end up going to 30 or so. I mean, majority of the time that's what happens. Especially in a matchup against the Pacers, I would expect money to start shifting this to the over and this to go up to a 30 eventually. But we'll see. Either way, Kyrie Irving's a fantastic matchup. And this is a vital thing that I've been talking to you guys about. A lot of people play player props as in just blindly go in and just put their money on what the biggest favorites are. And they think that, oh, because I'm grabbing the value before it gets moved up with the money line, they think they're automatically going to win or something. And as you know, if you've done that consistently, you know that that's just not that's not like the secret move to do. Like, that everybody tries to do that, which is why the line shifts so heavy and moves so quickly these days. And it's just not the most profitable thing to do. There's more work that needs to be done to be consistently successful. Okay, remember, if things are super duper easy most of the time, it's, there's work that you have to put in if you want to have a success in this world, period. Nothing is super duper simple. That's in life in general. Okay, if you want to make $1 million, right? There's a lot of work you got to put in to make that $1 million. You're not just going to wake up and have it. There's nothing you can do that's just going to allow you to wake up and have it, unless you hit the lottery or get extremely lucky. Okay, there's extreme luck that you could get it, yes, but for the most part, for everything in life, if you want to be successful at it, you got to put some time into it. You know what I mean? The player prop tool has that time involved in it without you having to spend that physical time to give you the best projection that we can. Okay, going off all the analytics, how he's played recently, how he's gone over the season, the matchup, everything. is taken in consideration for the projection. So I really like this spot here for Kyrie Irving over points plus rebounds. And because it's an even line, I already know that everybody's not going to be hammering the over. So I'm grabbing it because I am a smarter bettor, and the prop tool tells us we need to, and we're just going to go ahead and grab that over 29.5 points plus rebounds. Now, don't kill me if it doesn't hit, but it's a smart move today. All right? Plain and simple. This is a smart play. Points plus rebounds, Kyrie Irving over 29.5. All right? Next up, Daniel Gafford is the next guy that's popping here and makes total sense. No Kristaps Porzingis going against Atlanta. That's a fairly big team with Clint Capella down low, Okongwu. Solid spot here for Daniel Gafford. He's going to get the start here with no Kristaps Porzingis as of right now is doubtful, so I'm expecting him out, which is why I have Gafford up here. Points is set at 10.5 on Prizepicks, and that just feels too low. As you can see, the opposite of Kyrie Irving, Vegas is already on the over here, and I do believe that they are right here on this. A lot of times if I see a Vegas line over heavy, right, if I see a player at minus 150, I like to look and see why that might be. And if I can't identify 100% why that might be, then I don't care. Okay, I don't just play something because, oh, it's going to turn to higher later and I can get him at a cheaper value now. That doesn't mean anything if he's not hitting the first number. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got LeBron James at 29.5 and he was at minus 150, you got him. And then he moved up to 30, you're like, hell yeah, I got him at 29.5. Problem is you still got to hit the 29.5. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, Daniel Gafford at 10.5. He's at minus 135 for Vegas on the over, and I agree here. Okay, he's gone over in 4 of his last 10, but that doesn't matter too much because you got Porzingis doubtful now. Okay, 6 of the last 10 games he's been over 10.5. Okay, and now you got Porzingis out. Solid spot for the closing, by the way. This is the closing line, guys. If you don't understand what the closing line is, this is where that line closed on majority of nights. So it takes how many times has that line closed? So it kind of puts in perspective for you where that line moved on occasion. So you can kind of get an idea of the type of value you're getting by looking at the closing line. But anyways, I have him projected at 12.02 to be, well, pretty much 12 points today. I'm expecting him to hit that 10.5 pretty easily against Atlanta here. 1.52 differential. Love this spot for him with no Kristaps Porzingis. Fantastic spot for him. And there's many more guys that are really looking good here, man. As you can see, there's a good bit of green here. Even some of these yellows are looking sexy. If you want to sort last 10, you can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at here. A lot of unders. When you look at last 10, a lot of guys who have consistently hit their unders as of lately. As you can see, look at all the yellow and the unders, the minus, 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 minus. Not many like huge positive overs, except for Pascal Siakam. He's hit over the 23.5, which is, this is a good play right here because Pascal Siakam is at 23.5 points on Prizepicks. Vegas is at 24.5, so they're already over. The money's on the under 24.5, but the whole point is that it's a whole point over already. He's gone over 23.5 in 7 of his last 10, and look at this. His closing line has been over 23.5 in 10 of his last 10 games. So Pascal Siakam, you're getting a good value with him here at 23.5. I have him projected at 24.6. That's a 1.14 projection difference. So I really like that spot for him. And yeah. So yeah, man. The 2 main guys we're going with is Kyrie Irving, points and rebounds. Really love this spot for him early on. I do believe that this will start moving in Vegas's favor as well. But like I said, don't put all of your, don't worry that much at that. Yes, you can look at it and that's interesting, especially if you understand why it's leaning one way. Because remember, there's a lot of people who don't necessarily really know 100% what they're doing who also bet on sports and move lines. But anyways, this is a fantastic spot right here, and I am fully expecting that to move up eventually. Hopefully, we'll see. But it doesn't matter because no matter what, at the end of the day, whether this moves to 31, all I'm expecting is over 29.5. That's all that matters. Even if this drops down to 27.5, does not matter to me because I'm expecting him to hit the 29.5. Okay, so love that spot for him. And then Daniel Gafford, points over 10.5. Love that spot for him as well. Have him at a 1.52 differential. And as you can see, man, immediately you can see that Dallas Pacer game has got some good value in it. You've got Kyrie Irving that's popping good, Halliburton, Nesmith. These guys immediately are popping pretty good in that game. So that game's really interesting. You got LeBron out, so of course Dennis Schroeder's up here looking pretty good. A lot of times guys immediately were like, oh, LeBron's out, so whatever the line is, they'll immediately go over. Okay, so you want to come to the prop tool and make sure that it's matching. Access to the prop tools at greenlightdfs.com. Get a membership for Greenlight, and you will have access to the NBA player prop tool. If you're not interested in DFS and you want to just wait for the Props Made Easy site to drop and you can become a member over there, that site will be dropping in the next few days, just finalizing things. Y'all know how I'm like a perfectionist. I like to like continuously work on things with the people that I'm working with for Props Made Easy and just make everything look great and be super user friendly and everything's like great and ready to go before we launch officially. But that's coming in the next few days. That will happen this week. Y'all will all have your profiles at Props Made Easy. You will all be using the tools. You will all be making money on your making more money on props than you normally do, because you're going to have a whole bunch of like-minded people on a social media type platform talking over ideas all day, picking each other's brains and coming to conclusions on the best plays of the day, as well as having the prop tools to be able to give you the best plays as well. So it's just going to be a super cool like hangout environment for all player prop bettors. And as you know, we're consistently going to be working to improve the tools as well. Anything we can do to make it better, we will consistently be doing. More different prop types like steals and blocks will be added. A few people have been asked about that, so steals and blocks and stuff like that will be added and all of that good stuff. And with hockey, points and saves and all that will be added there. So we're just continuously going to be growing. All right. So thank you guys for joining me as always, man. Let's get this money, baby. We're going to sweep tonight. DFS is going to go in again. We got the cash on DFS last night. If you're a prop better and you just play player props and you haven't played daily fantasy sports, definitely make an account and definitely play daily fantasy sports as well, because daily fantasy sports is the way that you can make like life-changing money in a night if you stick up to what we're doing and you make your updates and stuff like that. And we post our optimals on the NBA access page, and we continue to keep it optimal as the night goes on, and what we believe to be the most optimal way to attack every slate. And we've been doing that for 7 years. So if you like making money in sports, try out some daily fantasy sports if you don't already, and go over to Greenlight, grab the NBA package. And that's normally posted, if you're new, the NBA is normally posted probably 10-15 minutes before the slate starts. And then on my Twitter account at cam_ATL, I'll post and update everyone when like updates are made and all that stuff. Because remember, we keep it optimal. If somebody's ruled out in a later game, and we can take advantage of any value in that, we adjust if we're not locked in every place and stuff like that. So we're always working to improve throughout the night, and that's where we've had tons of success. We've had life-changing nights. It's been fantastic. I mean, like I said, we've been doing this. Greenlight's existed for 7+ years. So yeah, we've been doing fantastic, and I'm super excited about Props Made Easy for you people who don't care about daily fantasy and you want to just bet on props. It's going to be a super cool environment. It's really, really going to be cool, man. So I'm excited about that. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I will talk to y'all tomorrow, and we are sweeping tonight, so prepare for that. All right, mentally prepare for a huge sweep night tonight. Use this tool and you will be good to go. There's a lot more guys popping that I didn't talk about, but Kyrie Irving over points and rebounds, Gafford over points, and you're good to go. Appreciate y'all. Peace.